you're joining me from Africa, Asia, Europe, or America, I appreciate you too much. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. Touch the notification bell. It is very important so that you can get the information first hand that it's coming. Remember, I bring you information on things that are happening in Nigeria. As you all know, a lot is going on in Nigeria. The headline news in Nigeria is always similar, always the same. It's never changing. Today, the headline in Nigeria is about abduction. Abduction, abduction, abduction. That is what is happening in the whole part of the north. More people have been abducted. More villages have been occupied by the terrorists. Those that they renamed and called bandits. But you and I know very well that these people are not bandits. They are terrorists. These people are being permitted to operate at will. You can see them walking around, occupying spaces with nobody challenging them in the northern part of Nigeria. This is the situation. Have you ever asked yourself, why is it that the Nigerian government is not concentrating on the north, which is the most important area that have been taken over by these very terrorists and the bandits? That should ring a bell to your head. If the Nigerian government is not compelled to fight against these very terrorists that they call bandits, they are not moved to secure the north the way they are pursuing the south, don't you think that something is fishy? They must be pursuing something in the south. Have you sat down to ask yourself, what are these people chasing in the south that is making them to pursue the south, even in the situation that the south is? I can tell you categorically clear, if you can make investigation by yourself and go down, watch what is happening in that very side of the country called the south. The insecurity in the south is caused by the federal government of Nigeria with their terrorist military. The killings that is happening in that place is caused by their military and their police. Every abduction that is happening in the southern part of Nigeria is caused by the herdsmen. None of them is involved. None of the Southerners is involved in the crime. We are not saying there are not criminals in the southern part of Nigeria. There are criminals in the southern part of Nigeria, but we know the kind of criminals we have in the southern part of Nigeria. Not the kinds that the ones that are threatening everybody at killing people on a daily basis. You can see the attack that is going on in Ogun State as we speak now. But the funniest and the most painful thing is that the elites in that very part of the country are not saying anything about it. They always try to play down on the situation. They play down on the situation of Ogun State. Many people in Ogun State now are in IDP camp in Benin Republic. They are in IDP camp in Benin Republic. They have become refugees in another land, in a country called Nigeria. And you are telling me that Nigeria is not at war. You are not at war, yet your citizens are refugees in your neighboring countries. And the people who call themselves elites of this very region are saying nothing about it. The attack on the southwestern part of Nigeria is going on a daily basis. Nobody is saying anything about it. They play down on it because of their selfish interests. Recently, a place was attacked in Shagamu. People, Fulani herdsmen attacked a place, killed people, and people revolted and pushed them back. Nobody reported about it. They kept silent as if nothing is happening. Constant kidnapping and killing. Nobody is talking about it. What is happening to the southwest? What is wrong with the elites in the southwest? What are they chasing? What are they looking at? Thank God for Sunday Igboho, who has taken up the challenge, who has decided to fight for the innocent people and the poor masses in the southwestern part of Nigeria. If not for Sunday Igboho, if not for the revolt of Sunday Igboho and the outspoken, the way he has been outspoken and rallying around on the ground, it would have been a different story by now. The northern Fulanese have been able to capture all the elites, all the political elites have been captured by the northern Fulanese. They have no voice. They cannot fight for the innocent masses. They cannot fight for you and I. They are fighting only for their selfish interests. And whatever they are doing is not for your benefit, neither is it for my benefit. What we are saying every day and crying is for people to wake up and see what is coming and what is happening. Also for the world to listen to us and hear us, the situation of that very contraption called Nigeria, that it is not all well. The elites are deceiving the people, deceiving the world, passing the wrong information. But looking on the ground, what is happening on the ground, you can only get the true information of the nature of that country from mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Mohammadu of Igbo land. You can only hear the fact about what is going on in Nigeria through Radio Biafra. Listen to Radio Biafra. You can listen to Mayegu General on Facebook or on YouTube. These are people who are bringing the right information. You can listen to Simon Ekpa. These are where you get the exact situation of what is happening in that very contraption called Nigeria. But this conventional media is playing down on everything. Recently, you saw Arise News. Arise News, they said Arise News was granting an interview to the impost that they have in Asorok. I didn't want to talk about it or share any of it, but it is all glaring and clear that that very interview you saw was staged. It was a staged interview. And whoever is there talking to them, we know that it's not Buhari. It doesn't matter how you try to paint him. It doesn't matter how careful you try to change the image. It is all glaring and clear. You can never change the obvious fact. But what we know, if you listen to what that very man have said in that very interview, that Arise TV granted to that monster in that very imposter in Asoro. If you listen to the interview, you see that this man is still playing the script of the original Mohammadu Buhari. Whatever he is following, whatever he is preaching, whatever he is pursuing, is the original agenda of the man Mohammadu Buhari. They are doing the same agenda is what they are pursuing. If you see what that imposter was saying, he is still living in the archaic time. That is what he's still living. Some people say they are busy trying to make busy talking about restructuring and what do you call it, constitutional amendment. If you listen carefully from the interview of that man, you see that this man has nothing to do with whatever amendment you are doing or whatever restructuring you are doing. He's not interested. He's not interested. When he talks about the issue of the herdsmen, he talks about the issue of the herdsmen and the trouble in Nigeria. See the way he tried to talk about it. This man is still talking about grazing route. Grazing route in the 21st century. We are talking about grazing route in 21st century. Your so-called Mohammadu Buhari, the imposter in Nasara, is still supporting grazing route. Some people call themselves lawmaker and they are talking about constitutional amendment. Meanwhile, the person they are working with is still living in the archaic ages. He has no intention to stop the Fulanis from coming in. In his speech, he made it openly clear that his brothers from Mauritania and Mali and whatever, he's trying to open a door to see how to accommodate them in your contraption called Nigeria. If you have not watched the speech, go and watch the speech. I will try as much as possible to cut out some part of the speech and play it for you to see. He is trying as much as he can to be able to cut out some, create an environment that will be suitable for his brother from Mauritania, from Niger, from Mali to come into Nigeria and occupy it. And you are still there watching. You from the south, you are still there watching. From everything he's saying, he has no agenda for you. When he wants to talk about the southeastern part of Nigeria, the old southeastern region, which is the Biafra land, you see the way he come hard on them. His plan of destroying the southeastern part of Nigeria, which is the laid down plan by the men Mohammadu Buhari, is still ongoing, and they are pursuing it to the last to exterminate the people of southeastern part of Nigeria. The tweet that was taken down, he still reiterated the same statement, he repeated it again, and that means he's unapologetical in his plans and whatever he's saying about the southeastern part of Nigeria. His plan to kill, to destroy, and maim every single soul in the southeastern part of Nigeria is still intact, and he wants to carry it to the last. He said it in the speech.
Nigerians are expecting when the government will lift that, and two, how are we going to resolve the crisis in the southeast?
Well, Southeast, I was encouraged by what I heard. Nobody told me. 2 statements from the South. One by elderly people.
Southeast.
No, South.
South.
Yes, by elderly people. They said this time around there will be no access to sea. I'm sure you will understand what they mean. Again, the youth made the same statement. That encouraged me. So that IPOB is just like a dot in a circle. If they want to exist, they would have no access to anywhere. And the way they are spread all over the country, having businesses, having property, I think IPOB doesn't know what they are talking about. In any case, we said we'll talk to them in the language they understand. We'll organize the police and the military to pursue them. That's what we can do. And we will do it.
What about Twitter?
Twitter? That I will give to myself. What?
Well, still on the Southeast, Mr. President, how do you plan to include more people from the Southeast, and indeed the South in general,
To
include more people in the Southeast, and indeed the South in general, in your government, especially in security services and MDAs?
you look at, say, NNPC, look at the military. People who have been there for 18 years, or people who have been there, say, for 10 years, they trained in Zaria or in Abeokuta. They come through the ranks, and because they served under all the circumstances, the crisis and everything, and they gradually rise to that status. And you think you just pick somebody just to balance up? These positions have to be earned. Those positions have to be earned. There are people who have been there for 10, 15 years. And you just because somebody will say, well, there's nobody. If you don't join, you are not forced to join. But when you join, you go through the rigmarole. You go through the problem throughout, and you learn by the system.
Yeah, but Your Excellency, in the case of the Chief of Army Staff, there are almost 30 generals who have to be retired now or whatever because of demand, because of the rank of the current Chief of Staff.
Do you know why he was serving before he becomes the Chief of Army Staff? Maiduguri, where? You can't get to pick just somebody just because he is wearing seniority and make him. You put somebody who has been in the mill, who has suffered with the soldiers, they know him, he fought with them, and so on. To tell you the truth, on individual basis, all these chaps, they know me. Because I want to do it, but I don't know them, I have forgotten them. Some of them, I don't know them.
So operational experience was a factor.
It is, because the soldiers, to be effectively led, must be somebody they know they are alone to him. He exposed himself to him.
Leave the security services. I believe one of the things we're talking about is signaling and of belonging. Beyond security, Southeast, they want to be secretary to government. They want to be other things. Like you said, you've chosen 2 or 3 of them, like Okadibo as VP. So you've said you don't have anything against them. So why don't you, as father of all, bring them more together? Make them feel belonging, make them feel like your children.
You better get a list of our civil servants. If you think there are no people from Southeast, there are people from the Southeast, but they know they have to go through the mill.
Mr. President, I was going to ask.
some people in the southeastern part of Nigeria are still talking about one Nigeria, still trying to be politically correct, talking about restructuring. This man has no such plan for you. The only plan he has for you is for destruction. You see, he even came again to boast about the promise that his friends in the riverine area, the people who they call the the southern part of Nigeria, the south, the people they call the south and the Niger Delta. He came to reiterate the promise that I have given them, that they will make sure that Biafra do not exist. That they promising that they will make sure Biafra will know that we do not have access to water. This is the person you are looking at, you call your president. This is the person that somebody from the southern part of Nigeria, somebody from the, more especially the southeastern part of Nigeria will wake up after looking at this very press statement that this idiot granted. We'll still be talking about one Nigeria. But don't worry, whatever promise they are giving him, he will be shocked to what he's going to see. I thank God for mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Mohammadu Buhari. He has done a great job, and I know there is a great awakening in the riverine area of Biafra, the so-called South and the Niger Delta. There has been a great awakening. So many of them have known what is going on. That the people who are being paid to subjugate the people are few. Very few people in that very place who are benefiting from this evil contraption. People like Edwin Clark and co. People like Edwin Clark family and co. The wicked. There are so many of them who are being paid individually, one after the other. They are IPOBs. These are people who are being paid individually to make sure they hold the people down. You see, recently, when the Niger Delta youths were being protested, they sent IPOB. IPOB quickly run to Tompolo to go and convince Tompolo, to convince people to calm down. And I know Tompolo by now should be smarter than him. Tompolo by now should be smarter and know that those negotiations does not hold water. And he cannot continue to negotiate with these idiots. It is high time Tompolo wake up. And I know Tompolo is awake. He is not sleeping anymore. Whoever is giving Buhari that very courage that they are going to break Biafra down and make sure that Biafra, that the south does not go with Biafra is a joker. And he will get the greatest shock of his life. Let them continue. Let them continue. Very, very soon, in a short time, they will get the shock of their life, something they will never believe. You listen to that very present interview. He was talking about the 5 southeastern states. We are not asking for Igbo nation. If we are asking for Igbo nation, we would have gone for a very long time. We want to go with our brother. And meanwhile, Igbos are indigenous in 12 states in that very country, not 5. 12 states. So we cannot allow you to steal our land and take our brothers at the same time along with you. It's not possible. It will not be allowed. And Chukwu Okike Abiyama will not allow that to happen. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter who is behind you. Even if the whole world decides to support Buhari, they can never take an inch in our land, just as mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is in control. Chukwu Okike Abiyama, the Almighty God in heaven, will never allow them to take an inch of Biafra land. No Biafran citizen will be left behind. We will all go home together. We will all go home together. Some of them come online, they talk what they talk about. Even when you talk about landlocked, who told you that a country that is landlocked cannot progress? Who told you that? Go and look at Rwanda. Rwanda is now the best country you can think of in Africa. The economy of Rwanda is among the best in the world. It's challenging other economies in the world, in what level? Rwanda is landlocked. Go to Europe and America, you see so many countries who they call landlocked. They are doing very, very well. They are progressing more than you that is lying on top of the sea. But that is, by the way, that is not what we are talking about. What we are talking about is going along with our brothers. You can't take them from us. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter whoever is deceiving that Buhari and encouraging him. He will be disgraced very, very soon. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doesn't miss word. This is a man who has proven himself from day one up to date. Every single thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has come out to broadcast on Radio Biafra comes to pass. You will kill us, we will kill you, and Biafra will come. That is certain. You can never stop us. You can never stop us. Whatever we are saying or crying for is for your own benefit also. It is high time you go back home and deal with your problem. The northern part of Nigeria has been ravaged. The northern part of Nigeria is in the hand of the terrorists now as we speak. Go back home and fight and secure the innocent people in the north. There are a lot of innocent lives that have been lost in the north. Indigenous Nigerians in the north are losing their life on daily basis. The government is doing nothing about it. Instead, they are busy chasing rats when their house is on fire. Well, the south is gone already. You can't stop us. You can never stop us, no matter what you do. May Almighty God continue to protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Give him one wisdom and strength to lead us to the promised land. God protect the Odudua Republic. Protect Sunday Igboho and continue to strengthen him. Direct him on the path to go. Protect the middle belt also. Those who are in the north, who are willing to be safe and know the truth. May Almighty God protect them also and show them a way out. Thank you so much for watching and remember blessed. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.